You know, you spoke about something very interesting, which is leadership at scale. You've been a leader at scale. Modi ji has been a leader of scale. When you go from 0 to 1, the journey is pretty straightforward, at least for the entrepreneurs who have cracked the code to going from 0 to 10 crores in revenue, which is you find a problem, you fix it, high quality work, that's great. But to go from 10 to 100, it requires you to handpick the leaders who will represent you and then carry forward your vision in such a way that the last person in the organization has the same vision and, I would say, character as the founder. How do you achieve that trickle down effect? Because if you lead a 10 people organization and you say, I'm quality obsessed, that's one thing. Like you just mentioned, 5,000 houses, and you can sit over here and say it on camera that not a single one of them has a leak. Now that speaks volumes about your leadership at scale. How do you go from that 10 to 100 scale?
Very tough, very, very difficult. But let's take examples. Let's take Tata's, for instance. The ethical values which the founder had and which Mr. Ratan Tata has taken forward, it's imbibed in the organization. And there's no compromises in the organization. Talk to any person who is a business leader in any of the segments of the Tata Group, and they will sing the same tune. So it's not that you cannot do it, it's that people don't do it. So I think when we say that it cannot be done, that's not true. Is it difficult to do? The answer is yes. Has it been done commonly? The answer is no. But that's the change which we are all trying to work towards. So I traveled about 15, 20 years to, I was on Swiss Air, and I was coming from Zurich to Mumbai, and there was a Swiss person sitting next to me, and we started chatting. And he said, I'm coming to India, and I come regularly to India to see whatever it is. So I asked him, why do you come to India? What are you? So he says, I get business ideas for Swiss companies to do business in India. And this is 15 years ago.
Okay.
So I said, but you are a clever guy, and wouldn't you get good Swiss ideas in Switzerland itself? He said, yes, but the big ideas only come in India. So I said, why? He says, look, today you have 5 good airports. One day you will have 50. You have 3 good ports. Tomorrow you will have 30. There are so much population in your country. You have power only 6 hours a day. In so many parts of India at that time had 6 hours a day. And he said, we can get power for 24 hours. So we're trying to connect people to India. So, and I think that demographics of India have proved the story that when there is less in the country, there is a better chance of growth. When you already reach there, how do you grow more? So Japan can't grow more. They have all the roads, all the highways, all the hotels, all the houses, everything is there. So the growth potential is 2%. While in India, we have 7 and 8% GDP growth because we have demographics, we are going to make more highways, we'll make more houses, we will make more hotels, we'll grow more food, we'll do more medicine, we'll create more hospitals, we'll create more schools, we'll create all that. So where is the growth going to happen? It's going to be India. So the opportunity of growth in the next couple of years is huge and humongous. And if we recognize that, it is fantastic. The aspect of growth from the first level of growth with 10 people, as you said before, but when you look at the macro part of it, can you imagine how many young people with startups have made so much money when they had no background whatsoever, but just an idea, and people are willing to invest into that startup idea, and they are worth millions and billions of rupees today. That opportunity didn't exist 30, 40 years ago, and this is the new India which is going to be there. So I think that the next 5 years is fantastic time for India. Beautiful time for all the people over here. For the young people, even more, because we didn't even have TV in our homes when I was small. TV didn't exist. It was only in college time that TV came into the seen, and we had only Doordarshan doing something, and we watched one movie on a Sunday. So I think the next few years, the leadership of India is going to be different, and you can see it happening. But I think opportunity for the young is so much more in India than you can ever imagine. It's beautiful.
Hi guys, thank you so much for watching the Indian Business Podcast. If you find value in our work, please hit that subscribe button, because for you it might be a zero effort task, but for us that subscriber count is an important instrument to get great guests to our podcast and to make this podcast better for you. So if you find value, please subscribe.